Hi there, welcome to Big V TV. Great to have you with us, VYC Women, with thanks to Molten, and we have finally reached the big dance. Well, the start of the big dance.
Big dance.
The start of the big
gone
dance.
premature there.
Oh, the start of the big dance. I've gone prematurely a few times over the years, mate. Look, it's the start of the big dance. Sandringham 80.
Actually, before we start,
No, I'm saying I've tipped teams before.
Before we start, because we're getting straight into finals, right? But I just want to say, Rob Roberts finally
That's his real name, by the way.
is starting to build me the statue that's going up at Hawthorn. Because he told me that if Hawthorn beat Nuttawading in the last game of the season...
Didn't even make the finals, mate.
That's why I said I'm doing it now before we get into finals.
Right.
He told me that if Hawthorn beat Nuttawading, I definitely deserve the statue outside Burundar Sports Complex.
Well, what the bloody hell did you do to help him get the win?
So thank you.
No,
What
you're
did
welcome.
you do to help him get the win?
Come on, Hawthorn.
You didn't score.
Now
a
you
bastard.
have to step up.
Oh, yeah.
Well, they can't
Hawthorn.
now, they're out.
Well, that means they've got extra weeks to build the statue.
Correct.
Sandringham 82 defeated Waverly 45. Speaking of Hawthorn, former Magic player Mel Pryor had 15 points for Sandringham. Sam Lanby had 18 points for Waverly. Is she anything to do with the Lanby from the Bourne series? No?
I'm going to say no.
Right, okay, fair enough. Nothing to see there. Waverly hasn't had a good season.
No.
In
Sorry,
fact, if
Waverley.
not for Geelong, Waverly would be going down to Youth League 1 women.
Yeah, not a good season for the
Enjoy your off-season.
Nuttawading 80 defeated Diamond Valley 60. Taylor Simmons, 23 points, 11 rebounds, 6 assists, 5 steals. Well done, Taylor. It's a very, very good stat line. Heavenly Valenti, who's one of the Valenti girls.
Go on, say it one more time. We haven't said it
Diamond,
enough this year.
Destiny and Diamond. And Heavenly, they've got a brother called George, but don't worry about that. Heavenly had 11 points in this one. Nuttawading get it by 20.
Heavenly
Have we mentioned her
finished the season off like she started, very, very well. Middle patch was a bit debatable and was a bit questionable, but good to see her end the season on a high. Nuttawading, quote unquote from the coach, Jekyll and Hyde this weekend.
That's the coach's name, Jekyll and Hyde?
No.
Oh, you're talking about the team?
That's what he called the team
Oh,
this
right,
weekend.
okay.
My girls let me down, the DV girls. I really thought they were making finals.
Flinny coached them.
I really thought they were making finals and they've let me down. So
you
I'll
were
think
wrong.
about this for
No,
next
no,
year.
you were wrong.
I'll
Melbourne.
think about if I want to move on to Hawthorn.
Melbourne 87 defeated... Oh, he's putting his resume
Well,
out.
if he
Jumping
can get a statue,
Jumping aboard.
they can give me a plane.
Melbourne 87 defeated Dandenong 72. Fair bit of scoring in this one. Brianna Babick had 32 points, 8 rebounds, 5 assists. Monique Connie also had 28 points in that game. Maxine Allen had 36 for Dandenong. Despite those three scoring plenty, Melbourne get up by 15.
Yeah, Melbourne are it for me this season.
Gonna win it? Ringwood?
No, Melbourne are going to win it.
Wow.
So that was just another game, I think.
Wow, okay. Alton 59 went down to Ringwood 71. Becknola 20 points. Courtney Newman 17 for Alton. Ringwood get it by 12 but won't win this year's championship according to Rob Roberts.
It was a pretty good performance by Alton in the end. They've had a pretty disappointing season and come up against the best, only lose by 12. So it's a pretty good effort by the Wildcats, I'd say.
Ringwood maybe sitting a few players down or less
Probably,
minutes? Or,
but there was certain... I think they all played. Less minutes maybe, but they all played.
So you don't rate the Hawks? Or?
Oh, no, I'm not as silly as Rob.
Right, okay. That's good to know.
Where is this rating coming from? Because I say that somebody is going to beat somebody else. It's not that I don't rate
Don't
the
try and
team.
get out of it
The
now.
board banger there is amazing.
Don't try and get out of it now.
I'm even on the board banger now.
You're digging now.
Right, stuff. You're
got
not
a
going to win
massive-
it. You're
you got a-
horrible. You're a terrible team. You can't shoot.
There you go.
Whatever.
20-2 they are. Hume City 45 went down to Bulleen 84. Abby Zhang had 24 for the Boomers. Foxy's girls. Jamie Jermaine Gray had 9 for Hume. Not a good end of the season for Hume. They have dropped away, Steve-O.
Yeah, they did. They dropped away pretty quickly, but in the end, that was a pretty stock standard win for a team going into the finals versus a team that was just sort of falling away and looking forward to the off-season.
Bendigo 51 went down to Kilside 67. Paige Anderson on the road had 15 for the Cobras. Maddie Sexton 17 for Bendigo. Nice little win for Kilside because Bendigo headed to finals.
Yeah, would they
Would
Cobras,
they have set anyone down? Bendigo?
Not sure, but were the Cobras the best third or fourth quarter team of the season?
I don't
Like
know.
in parts of the season, not fourth quarter specifically.
Oh, okay. The end of the season.
Yeah, the end of the season, they
Right.
finished in it with a flurry. So
Didn't help them, though.
no, certainly not. They were too far back to start with.
Great to see Megan Moody and the girls from Bendigo playing finals.
Yeah, well
That's
done.
good. Yeah, really good. Ballarat 71 went down to Diamond Valley 81. Heavenly Valenti got a couple of sisters, by the way. 24 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, 6 steals. She had a great weekend. Claire Constable had 16 for the Rat. DV get it by 10 on the road. They bounced back, split the weekend.
Yeah. I mean, whatever they see now.
Confused.
Oh, look, as I said, I think they could have snuck in this year, and I think they'll know themselves this off-season that there's been, if not even 2-3 games that they should have stepped over the line in. I think they're going to be a good team next year.
I don't know officially how many players Knox sat down on Sunday, but Geelong 70 got their second win of the season. They smashed Knox by 23 points. Knox scored 47. Olivia Wigg had 12 points for 47. Out of that 47, Jess Azzopardi 11 points for Geelong. Geelong struggled to score over 40 this season.
Yeah.
Did Knox pick up a few players on the highway on the way down?
Well, Knox played the whole side. It's just that they had 3 players on the court at one time.
I heard they sent half their team out to Werribee Open Range Zoo at halftime.
There was actually confusion with the draw, so this was the Knox under 14 girls.
Is that what it was?
No, look, well done, Geelong.
Yeah.
I mean, you can only
That's
beat or play against, beat anyone you're playing against.
I didn't crack a
So-
joke about under 14 girls. You did.
So well done to Geelong to at least get out there and have a bit of a crack. They're done, aren't they? They're down next season.
Yep.
So
Yep.
we've said that all year.
Finish with a
It's the
win.
best thing that they needed
Finish
to be
with a
able to
win.
do. Finish it off, get ready for next season in Div 1. And,
I think if Knox had been at full strength, though, we wouldn't have seen that result.
oh, you think?
Yeah, I think so. I think I can get away with saying that. Waverly 32 went down to Dandenong 100. Not often we see the ton in VYC women. Michaela Miller, just the 9 points for Waverly. Only scored 32 for the game, the Falcons. The big T, Sophie Tarabolsi, had 19 and 9 for
No
Dandenong.
resting there.
No resting there. Waverley's going to stay up. They also could do with probably heading back down. But anyway, look, it gives them a chance to regroup, and they've got some very good young... In fact, they've got 3 or 4 18 or 19-year-olds in their state champ women's
They've
team.
got some juniors that are pretty good.
Yep.
So if they play in the youth side, they'll still be competitive.
Yeah.
State champ, the boys' squads last year, Ballarat and Geelong, I think it was. Was it the 2? Yeah, or the year before. Left youth champ men. 2 teams stepped down because they were just getting beaten constantly. I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing.
Bendigo, I think Bendigo was one that went down and worked their way back up, or may not have started there, worked their way
No,
back up.
because we don't have Bendigo and youth champ. I'm saying youth champ men.
Oh, right, okay.
So we had 2 teams
So they're
step
down
out in the
there.
1
Yep,
year. So what
gotcha.
I'm saying is Waverley and Geelong could both look at that, even Waverley finishing there. If they don't think they're going to be strong enough next year, I think the club seriously has to look at it, take that step
3
back
and
and
19 they
rebuild.
finished. But again, it depends on where they play. Like I said, they've got 3 or 4 players
Correct.
in their
Yeah.
senior
That's
team
right.
who could play the next 4 or 5 years in this team.
But finishing the year off 132 against one of the best teams in the league, it's not
It's a
great
big
to
gap.
see teams
It's a
getting
big gap.
smashed by that all the time.
Big gap.
And you it can break some of these young girls, and you lose them to the sport anyway.
Yep.
So I think it's something. I'm sure they're talking about it.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Hawthorn 67 defeated Nunawading 44, so up and down weekend for Flinny's girls. Kaylin Ibbotson had just the 9 points for Nunawading. Sophie Owen 11 for Hawthorn, and the Magic finish off with a 23-point win. In well, they were obviously toasting Stevie for that game.
That's right.
Give us
Did you
the
go to
latest
that
one.
game, sir?
I may have not been in attendance.
Oh, okay.
Anywho,
Massive supporter.
the ladders
Huge.
for VYC women.
You can't just tweet about them.
He hasn't seen one of their games this season.
No.
mate.
That's false. Anywho, Nunawading 17 and 5.
Watching tape doesn't count.
1 quarter doesn't count.
Bulleen 17 and 5. Knox 12 and 10, and Sandringham 11 and 11.
Lock it in.
Then Hawthorn 10 and 12. DV the same. Hume 6 and 16. Geelong 2 and 20.
Yep.
In the Watson Conference, Ringwood 20 and 2. Melbourne 17 and 5.
rate them.
Dandenong 17 and 5. Bendigo 11 and 11. Then Kilsyth, Alton, Ballarat, and Waverly round out.
Quarterfinals, here we go. Winners go on. Losers are done and dusted for the season. Nunawading, Bendigo. Flinny's girls against Moods and the crew from Bendigo.
I think they've had a nice rest this weekend, Nunawading. And next week they will demolish Bendigo.
I don't know about demolish. I think Nunawading get it. Don't know about demolish. That's a bit harsh, but I think Nunawading will win. By about 15. Do you think that's demolishing someone?
I would say so in finals.
Okay.
I would think 15
Yeah.
points in a final
Right,
against the best 4 teams in the comp.
Okay. Don't underestimate Bendigo. They're okay, but I think Nunawading get up.
Yeah, so underestimate.
I think 8 points is the difference.
Bulleen take on Dandenong. Good game. Foxy's girls taking on Dandenong.
Yeah, Dandy here.
Oh, I say Bulleen, home court may be the difference there.
I like Foxy's girls, but they're a very different looking team to Foxy's girls from the last 2 years, Steve. They're a lot more inexperienced. I reckon Dandenong will get that. Just a little bit too much experience for them.
It's probably the smartest thing you've said all show.
It doesn't happen often, but
No.
when it does happen...
That's why I thought we'd talk about it.
Melbourne take on Knox.
I think Melbourne will prove too good.
Surely if Babic and Conti run around for Melbourne...
Probably the best duo in the competition
Yeah, I agree
going around
with
right
that.
now.
I agree.
Yeah.
I think Melbourne will get that.
Yep.
And finally, Ringwood take on Sandringham.
I think Ringwood.
I think Ringwood are an
Ringwood
absolute
should-
shoo-in to win this
moral.
game.
Yeah.
Shoo-in to win
I
this
think
game.
Ringwood are an amazing team, and they will win this game comfortably.
Yeah, and he'll be back off that bandwagon next week, folks. Just you wait for it. You know, he's just building you up for a fall down there at Ringwood, but I like the Hawks. Sitting here by myself in that camp.
Can I go now? Is that the
See you,
season done for me?
Mate, if that window was open, we'd be pushing you out right now. Have a great week. We'll see you next week on Big VTV.